Dr. John Bartholomew is the director of the Exercise Sports Psychology Laboratory at UT Austin. I asked him for his insight into the mentality of someone who does CrossFit, and later I visited an Austin CrossFit gym to observe a training session.
So when I think about CrossFit, I think there's clearly a competitive component to that. I think it appeals to people who have a competitive background, who are trying to find that additional source of motivation that comes from being competitive, of writing your score up every day, of seeing what the workout is, doing that, and then posting what your time is for that workout and having people see that. There is, that aspect is, I think, really quite different, and sort of that full body workout that they do at the same time is very positive, but I think that's one of the big distinguishing features of it. So in CrossFit, it's really about you and seeing what the other people are doing and how you push yourself relative to that. There's two ways that people tend to define success. One way is they define it relative to the performance of others, and the other way is they define it relative to an internal standard and what they've been able to complete in the past.
Monica Lubansky has been doing Bikram yoga for almost 18 months. I met with her following a recent class to find out why she does it and what she gets out of it.
I have been struggling with drug addiction and alcoholism for half my life, like the last 12, 13 years. And I've been in and out of treatment, kept relapsing, nothing worked. And then at my last treatment center, two people that work here, it's part of their Pure Action, kind of like the outreach program that they do. They brought yoga to the rehab I was in, and I just kind of started doing it there, and then they offered a free month when I got out to come and do it, and I just fell in love with it. I guess stillness of the mind was hard for me, because, I don't know, I think with most people, but especially with drug addicts and stuff, the mind is just going a million miles an hour, and it's usually pretty self-deprecating thoughts and stuff like that, and especially having to stare at yourself in a mirror for 90 minutes, just kind of with control of the body kind of came a little more control of the mind, and especially my body coming from when I first came into treatment this time, I couldn't walk, I couldn't hold a pen to sign my name. I was diagnosed with gout, and I had chronic dehydration from the meth abuse and all this stuff, so I just was in literally on my deathbed. I don't think I would have lasted much longer, and it's completely my body can do pretty miraculous things now.